Yo, YouTube world ZL23, y'all already know, man. Coming at y'all with another video, man. Y'all already know by now, man. Gotta get this wisdom, gotta get this knowledge, and you gotta get this divine understanding. Gotta get this divine understanding, man. Y'all already know. So yeah, this month actually hit 6 years for me. 6 years been having the Freeform. Those who've been, rocking it with me for a minute, y'all saw the transformation. I first cut my twisted locks off, then I started growing these as soon as I came into like a deep spiritual consciousness. A lot of people was like, yo, what you doing? Why are you doing that? Like, what triggered you to even do that? And a lot of people didn't understand. A lot of people did understand. And a lot of things that you do in life, it's not like you do it for validation or you do it to please the external world. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I'm in this creation. This is my world. When I master myself, I master the world. So when there's creatures outside of me, or there's different life forms that's outside of me, and they may not understand how I'm creating myself or how I'm mastering myself, that's really a reflection of them. It has nothing to do with me. There are many prophets in spiritual scriptures, spiritual texts, where a lot of people did not understand them. The Buddha, the Christ, you know what I'm saying? Just to name, two, just right off bat, So it's really up to you, to come up into yourself, to come into a knowledge of self and disregard what the external world thinks. Because this life is between you and the creator anyway, right? This life is between you and God, not the creatures that's in this creation. You know what I'm saying? You and the creator of this creation. We're all connected to all life forms within this, but as long as you keep that first, that you keep that love of self first, and you know why you're doing it. You see all this nature behind me? We in tune. We in tune. So a lot of people, they haven't unlocked those certain keys. They haven't used that particular master key to unlock like a higher level of consciousness, a higher level of using this, of how they perceive this reality, how they perceive this world. Those of y'all who know how to tie it, maybe y'all can link me to a video, but I don't know, soon as I see the Rasta man do this, just be like, whoa, like powerful natties, powerful natties. In tune with the creator, in tune with creation. See, look at that. Yeesh, now I just gotta put them all in there. You know what I'm saying? Go something like that. Feel me? Yeesh. Something like that. How the Rastaman them be tying it up. But yeah, get in tune with yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself. Like, I done met so many beautiful human beings in this experience, so many beautiful human beings in this creation, and life is just a perpetual learning of self, So it's kind of like, if you read the Bible, Samson, how Samson had like 7 locks, the locks was his strength. You might open up the Bible to Numbers, I think chapter 6 verse 5, if I'm not mistaken, the Nazarite vow, to grow your locks and be holy unto the Most High. You know what I'm saying? You can look at the sadhus in India. The sadhus in India, holy men, all of them lock their hair. Locks is definitely has a spiritual connotation and a spiritual correlation with it, especially if you're doing it for that intention. Now, if you're just doing it like, okay, well, I just want it for the style, etc., that's fine, that's where you at. It's like, it's so much more than that. It is nature, it is essence. in its most pure and virgin form, you know? So, yeah, this is like the side view right here. You know what I mean? Check me out, check me out. 6 years now, freeforming. I've never twisted these locks, never twisted them, ever. Ever, 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 never twisted them. You know? Never twisted these locks. You know what I mean? Vibes, vibes, vibes. I love this one right here, you know, super thick. These first front two ones, super thick. And then this one right here as well, twin-headed dragon right here, you know? Twin-headed dragon. So a lot of people, they tend to tell me like, yo, Zay Locs. Matter of fact, you know, I'm out here in Atlanta. I had ran into a brethren yesterday. He was like, yo, Zay, bro, that's the universe, man. I just met you. Oh, wow, yo, Zay, like, yo, I get that from time to time. It was even a sister in that Whole Foods I had ran into, you know, if you're watching this sister in One Perfect Love, you know, a sister in that Whole Foods, you know, she had asked me for like medical advice, herbs and stuff like that, you know, like different health things that, you know, she was experiencing, and I gave her some advice on that, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I have soursop leaves, good for killing cancer cells, good for anxiety, good for the gallbladder, liver ailments, hypertension, so much more, so much more. If you want to be peaceful, relaxed, drink you a fresh cup of soursop leaves. And then as you see, you know, I got my Wi-Fi signal. Then it says stay connected, you know. Not saying that Africa is the only place where indigenous people are. Just know that as long as you're in tune with the ancient world and modern times, that'll give you more understanding in creation, because creation nowadays is just kind of like, yo, it's far from this, you know, it's far from this, it's far from nature. And when you get away from nature, you get away from the creator, you know, you're not in tune with the universe, and you lose your spiritual powers, you know. You're just walking in creation, not even knowing. It's kind of like you're Spider-Man, right? It's kind of like you're Spider-Man, and you don't even realize that you got webs that come out of here, like, you know what I'm saying? You know, like you don't even know, you feel me? Or like you hope. You know what I mean? You don't even realize that you can pick up a car with your bare hands and throw it. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, and for my queens, you don't even realize you Superwoman. You're able to fly and, you know, do all this amazing Superwoman stuff. It's the same thing. Like, as soon as you come in tune with nature, you're like, wow, I can do that. My intuition is that sharp. I'm that in tune to where I have the creator's essence within inside of me, and I can manifest things like that. I done mastered myself to where I can stomp out negative thought forms that come across my mind. I have a heightened sense of discernment, you know, to where you're able to read humans' hearts. You're able to read creation better, so that you know how to walk your footsteps. You know how to walk your footsteps, because you got free will. I can tell my body, look, right hand, go up, left hand, go up. You know, of course it's my right, your left, you know, my left, your right, you know. But you got free will in creation. I could have woke up and stayed in bed today if I wanted to. I could have created my day like that. You feel me? I didn't have to create this YouTube video if I didn't want to. But this is how I'm creating my reality. This is how I'm creating my reality. You see it? So you want to create your reality in a sense to where you have the most inner stillness, the most inner peace within inside of yourself as you're creating. So that's where wisdom comes in. You use your free will righteously. There's things that you're born into. You don't need a Bible. You don't need a book to know these things. This is what God has put within your human system. You know what's right and you know what's wrong. It's not like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go to a bank and go steal everything out of it. I'm going to speak negatively of my brethren or sister, not knowing that that karma is going to come back to me and someone's going to bring that same negative energy back. It's just different things. Like, if I do this, this is what's going to happen. If I say this, this person is going to feel this way. You see what I'm saying? You just know these things. So, you know, you don't need the 10 Commandments. You don't need a Quran. You don't need Bhagavad Gita. I don't know if I'm saying it right. You don't need no book. It's all in your heart. There is guiding points. I do open up spiritual texts. There is guiding points within spiritual texts to give you more understanding as to how to walk creation with the most inner peace and the most wisdom. Because really, different humans, they just use their minds differently, right? If you see a brethren or sister doing excellent in a particular area, you're like, wow, like, whoa. It's because of how they're using this faculty. This is a faculty. You see what I'm saying? Now, there's different faculties within the body, but knowing that the mind is like the motherboard, it's like the mothership, it's like the hard drive. It's like the hard drive of your computer, the nervous system. You see what I'm saying? So when you master this, everything just comes. It comes. Everything. The body is a slave to the mind. The body is a slave to the mind, because everything that you got on, everything is a thought. This was a thought. This is the Ethiopian Coptic cross right here. The Star of David. You know, the Star of David, King Solomon, and then King Selassie being the 225th royal king, descendant of King Solomon and Queen Makeda's union. You know, they produced Menelik the first. Right? Sheba came back to Ethiopia pregnant, had Menelik. When Menelik came of age, Menelik went up to Israel to go visit Solomon, his father, right? And then they just exchanged wisdom. It's so much history, you know, with this. This was a thought. This shirt was a thought. These locks are a thought. To have my beard grow out, it's a thought. It's my meditation. It's what I'm thinking. So if you correct this, everything else will fall in suit. Everything else will fall in suit. Get in tune with the Creator, and then you will be the master of creation. I will say that one more time. Get in tune with the Creator. Get in tune with nature, Neter. You know, in ancient Kemet, they call it Neter, God. Get in tune with nature. Then you will be in tune with creation. And creation will bow down to your feet and will submit to every thought form that you want to manifest. Homegrown okra, grown in the backyard. Let food be thy medicine, let medicine be thy food. I appreciate you all for watching. Don't forget, I just released this documentary, The Journey of an African Soul, my travels to Ghana, West Africa. First to Canada, then to Ethiopia, then to Ghana. Pick this up on my website, www.mynaturalroots.com. One perfect love, family. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Stay strong, stay righteous, and let's keep leveling up. Let's learn. One perfect love, all the time, every time. And create, because that's what we've been created for, to create. Blessed love, perfect love, heart of love.